Welcome back. Where we're going to go from here. So we just talked in the last video about the spline tool and all these irregular shapes that you can make with it. We talked about the rectangular array. We talked about using an array down a path, and we talked also about using a polar array. Okay, and we're going to about to go ahead and use that array tool in the next video, which is excuse me, the first part of your logo assignment. So what I'm going to do to start here is I'm going to go ahead, and the first part of your assignment is just to simply draw two objects. You're going to draw the Nike swoosh and the Under Armour logo. Okay. And I've done this in class before, but you might need to go back and kind of see how I do this in a little more slowly. So again, this is it. Be sure that you guys are, number one, not drawing on this zero layer, okay? And the layer you should be drawing on is this one that says object lines. So maybe you're here because when I sent you the file, the last thing I used was the dimension layer. So go ahead and click here, click on object lines, and you're going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to use my Nike symbol right in this in one of these sheets of paper. And again, don't settle for imperfection. Make it as close as you can to perfect, okay? And keep drawing it until you get it perfect. So in this case, I'm not using any dimensions at all. I'm just going to start with a circle. And again, remember, we can draw any shape on Earth with a line, a circle, and an arc, okay? Again, on object snaps, you don't have to do this, but remember my object snap settings are set up right here, and we all did this together: endpoint, midpoint, center, quadrant, perpendicular. So the quadrant intersection is going to come into play here in a moment, okay? But I'm going to show you, if I wanted any of these object snaps, I could simply, but I don't want them running all the time, I just want them one time. I can shift and right click, and I can grab any of them for one-time use, which is what I'm going to do in a second, okay? So the easiest way to do this is grab, I just made a circle of any size, and I'm trying to just, in my brain, remember, the geometry of the symbol. So it's the swoosh goes out this way, and then it kind of comes back in this way. The center object snap is wanting to pull me in. Sometimes if center doesn't come up, if you move your crosshairs away and then come back in, it'll pull you here. It doesn't have to be in the center, but I'll try it in the center. And I right click and hit end. So I've drawn a circle, a line from this quadrant out into space. And now I'm going to go ahead and take an arc. I'm going to click right here on this endpoint. I'm going to come somewhere over here and click that arc. And I'm just going to bring it up as I see fit into space like that, okay? The next tool you're going to use is the trim tool. Remember, this would be, in mine with the scissors, looks different than if you're on 2018, but yours basically looks like this on 2018, okay? It's like I think it looks about like that, and it's got a couple little like hash marks like this. Okay, this is not part of the drawing, guys. I'm just showing you what your trim tool on 2018 I think looks like that. Okay, the easiest way to get the trim tool is just hit letter T, and it'll pop up. It's the second one, or TR spacebar. When you use trim, all you do is right click before you do anything else. Just a single right click. And now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of, I could get rid of that part, or I could get rid of this part. So I'll try getting rid of that part. Okay, I'm going to come up here and click this part because I want it gone. I don't want this part. And I click right here. Oh, I can't trim it. Okay, the reason I can't trim it is because it's no longer intersecting an object. So to get rid of that one, I just click it, and I can come up here and click erase, or I can right click and click erase, or I could hit the delete button. Okay, and this is non-technical drawing, right? We're just going to go ahead and click this, grab this common grip, and I'm stretching it so where that this little kink in the swoosh was, I'm just grabbing that until it's red, and I'm going to come down here, and I got a Nike swoosh, and I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, Using that object snap, I will, what I told you about the one-time use. I think I can get this a little smoother if I go ahead and I'll start with about the same circle. Now, instead of connecting down here to quadrant, this is where I'm going to do a one-time use. I'm going to hold the shift button down and right click, and I'm going to pick this one that says tangent. And this will ensure like a really nice blend right into that circle. I'm not going to get into all the math behind what a tangent is. Okay, but I did the exact same process. I'm going to come up here. One thing I might try is actually coming a little bit further back. And if I wanted to do that, I could hit the shift and right click. Check this one out. This one's called nearest. I never leave this running, but this will allow me to attach anywhere I want to on this line. So I could say, okay, I want to attach it there, and I want to make this my second point, and I want to make that my third point. Okay. And all I do now here is I hit trim, TR spacebar, click that, I want it gone, click that, I want it gone, click that, I want it gone, and click that, and I want it gone. Okay. So again, if something doesn't trim, it's because it's not intersecting anything or it's not connected to anything. So that is the Nike symbol. And I'm going to pause it right here. And instead of doing the Under Armour symbol right now, I'm just going to stick with Nike. So try it out.